Try that again. Hello and welcome to everybody watching. Welcome to our first live stream. We're Sterling Vault Auctioneers. Some of you will know us, some of you might not. We're streaming on YouTube on our channel there and on Instagram as well. We will try and keep track of all your comments and see if we can answer some of your questions. We've got lots of watches coming up in a great big sale tomorrow. So there's lots in there to look at, and I'll show you our catalogue. We'll run through some of that as well for you. You can ask us any questions about the watches, about auctions in general. They will get shouted out to me from across the room.
Turn the volume up a bit on the YouTube front.
Yeah.
There's about a 5 seconds delay to give you an idea.
So we're all working this out for the first time, but we're hoping that this will become a regular feature. It's a great way for you guys to meet us, to get an introduction into auctions and into watch auctions and how to buy there. But also for those of you who haven't been able to get down for viewings, to be able to come and see the watches in person. We can show you some of these now. We've got lots of watches for you today. Trays and trays, a little bit of everything. From Rolex, we've got modern pieces, some vintage, nice vintage pieces as well. We've got Amigas, Breitling, Panerai, Tudors. We've got things for a few £100s. We've got things for tens of thousands of pounds. So there's a nice selection there for you guys to have a good look at. So do let us know if there's anything you'd like to see in particular. I'm going to try and keep an eye on all the comments as well. And guys, shout these out as well as they come through. Brilliant. There we are. Thank you, GS, for your head of quality control on YouTube. So, by the power of technology, I'm going to show you our catalogue so you can have a good look. So let's have a good look at this. So here we are. Look at that. We have our website, sterlingvault.co.uk. And you can just click on the auctions tab at the top, and that's going to show you the next two auctions we've got and any future ones as well. You can also sign up on the website to get a catalogue emailed to you. Lots and lots of people do that, find it very useful, never miss a sale. So we've got two types of auctions for you. We have a live sale, which is this one here on the 30th of January, and a timed auction as well. Timed auction is very much like bidding on eBay, and you can bid along to that one, but we'll have a look at that one a little bit later on. But we'll go into our main sale, which is tomorrow. Now the sale starts at 10:30 in the morning GMT time for everyone bidding abroad. You can join the sale live. You'll see another video link up here, which you'll be able to click on to view the auction live, and you'll be able to see me shouting at you through a camera, and you'll be able to click the bid red button that says bid. Now if you've got any problems, you can always get in touch with us. You can send us an email, get a condition report, get some more images. If you've got any problems with bidding, let us know. We've got Tom, who looks after the watches here, James and Shannon as well, and we'll all do what we can to help. So let's have a quick look in here at some of the watches that we've got. So we've got everything from modern Rolex. There's a root beer here for you. This one's a nice good looking watch with box and papers as well. Some of these have featured on our YouTube channel with in-depth videos on those directly. So let's have a look here. So the root beer here is lot number 26. Nice video on this one on our YouTube, and we put it on social media as well. It's 2020 box and papers as well. Lovely watch. I've always liked these. Good condition, this one. I've always fancied one of these for myself, actually. How about you guys? What's your favourite Rolex? And this one is going in with an estimate at £12,500 to £15,000, which I think shows really good value for this watch. During the peak, this was trading for a lot higher. We sold a few of them at about £25,000, which was a cracker's amount. But coming back down to this sort of level, I think they show really good value for any collector, anyone who wants to buy it and wear it, but anyone who wants to sort of put it away for a little while and see what the prices do over the next few months. A bit of vintage as well for you. We have this is the Rolex Submariner 1680, and I'll just show you a bit of a close up here. So this one is the red line sub with box and papers as well. So have a good look at this one, and I'll show you where we are on the catalogue as well. I'm trying to multitask and do several things at the same time here. My mum would be very proud. Right, let's go here. So the Rolex Redline Submariner, we've got some pictures here for you, and you can have a good look at these. You can always zoom in on these pictures. They do go to sort of quite high definition. All of our photos, so you know guys, are unedited. So it's getting a balance between a really good picture but also with some pictures that are unedited. So when you see something in the catalogue, it is warts and all, so you can really tell what the condition is, really have a good look at that. But you can also check, and we'll always put a little condition report here and mention anything significant, but you can always ask as well. So this one is the Mark IV dial, and these come in lots of different variations. We've recently had a Mark II dial, but we sold a Mark IV as well last year, and a couple of others, along with several Mark II and Mark IV dial Sea Dwellers as well. This is a lovely collector's watch. Again, it's really good condition. 1972. It's nice that it comes with the paperwork as well, and it's in at 15 to 20,000. The good thing about this one, and really do have a look at this. Here we are. Is have a good look at the dial there. Now the dial is actually really good condition, nice and clean. Some nice patina marks there for you, which is all original. But the dial is otherwise in really good condition. So it's a nice example, a nice honest example, this one. Have a good look. You can also place a bid on the website. If you don't want to join the auction live, you can click this place a bid button here. It'll get you to sign up and register, but you can leave a commission bid on any of the watches in this sale. So let's have a quick look at the comments here, see what else we've got.
What watch you're wearing?
What watch am I wearing? So I'm wearing a Rolex Explorer 2 polar dial. This is the watch I tend to reach for most mornings. It's pretty indestructible, although I have given it my best effort to put some scratches and dents in this one. There it is. But a lovely watch. This one's is great for doing the school runs, going on holiday, chucking on and giving it a good bash about. But yeah, one of my favourite watches, this one. What about you guys? What else have we got going on in here? I bought a Roger Dubois from you last year. Oh yeah, was it one of the Aqua Sports, the square one? It's a lovely watch that. I hope you're getting on with that okay. Breitling as well, which is good. We always get lots of Breitlings up for auction. Everything from sort of, we did an enormous sale of, what were they, Tom? The Breitlings.
Oh, one of the Avengers and Chronospaces.
Chronospaces. We had a huge collection of Chronospaces last year from a really good collector who sort of kept them all sort of almost chronologically all the way through. So we sold a lot of those, but we get everything from sort of the older vintage pieces. Lots of Breitling Bentleys come through, Breitling Navitimers like this. We've got this example in the sale. This is stainless steel. This one is actually lot 42, and I'll bring this one up here. So this one, lot 42, this box and papers as well. Nice example. GMT 2008, 46mm, £2,600 to £2,800. I mean, condition-wise, it's fantastic. You can have a closer look at some of the condition photos in here. But the case is really good, nice and clean. Everything you want to see. I've always liked these Navitimers. I think it's a very classic watch, this one. We've also got a very nice example in 18 karat gold. I'll show you here. Not many people work this out very quickly, but you can actually filter the catalogue by brand. So if you're into a particular brand, something you're after, you can search. So this is Breitling here, so we've got everything with this Breitling Mont Brilliant, which is a fantastic watch, this one. This one, box and papers as well. Again, it's a lovely watch, this. Very complicated movement, one of their best Mont Brilliant editions. This one's limited edition as well, for all you Breitling fans. Let's see what else we've got in the sale as well, and see if we've got any more questions coming through on. I'm trying to flick between loads of different screens here. What have we got? And on Instagram as well. So if you guys are new to auctions, I can tell you a little bit more about how that works. So we take in loads of watches from for single owners who might have one watch to sell, through to the larger companies that are looking to sell multiple 10, 15, 20, 50 items, and everyone in the middle really. Lots of collectors always have something for sale, because they're always looking to sort of upgrade that collection into something else. So selling with us is really easy. You kind of get in touch with me or Tom. We've got a business WhatsApp number just for the watch team directly, so you can actually send photos on WhatsApp, speak to us, say, look, I've got this, what do you think? What do you think it's going to go for at auction? We can talk to you about prices, and we can get it into a sale. So for those of you who don't know us, our auctions are every single month. So it's a very fast turnaround of stock, and lots of auctions coming all the time. So it means you never really have to wait very long to get your watch into an auction. What else is good about selling at auction? Well, our buyer's premium is one of the lowest in the country. In fact, I think it is the lowest buyer's premium for a specialist auction, which means that you essentially it's higher hammer prices for you, the seller. And it's a better result for you, the buyer, as well. We're consigning watches all the time, so we're open for entries for our February auctions. We've got some very exciting watches coming up for those sales, and we're even talking to people about sales for March and April, and we're going to have some big sales in May as well. I can show you a few more watches here. We've got a really nice, this is a Rolex 5512 Submariner. Which is quite an unusual reference for people to find. Let me show you here. So this one, it is a service style, service hands, but it's got that 5512 case, which is a little bit more unusual. And this is in for a fantastic estimate. Really, I don't think you can argue with this at all. 1970s, and it's in at 5,000 to 6,000. Really good condition, it's stainless steel, but the case is fantastic on this. Like I say, it's a nice watch, it's a good watch for the money. You could wear this pretty much every day, and at these prices, I mean, I think it shows a lot of good value. Something a bit more unusual, we've got an all gold Audemars PK here for you, and I will show you on the screen. So this one here is the Audemars PK. It's got this very heavy plaited gold bracelet. Let me show you, see if I can get it to pop up on here for you. have a good look at this. Not everyone's cup of tea, but very unusual, and it's certainly got the right brand name. Automatic movements as well, which you can see here, which is all nice and signed. Hallmarked 18 karat gold as well, and in with an estimate of just 2,007 to £3,200, which is pretty much just on gold. I mean, that's a fantastic buy for anyone looking for a bit of bling. I mean, do you ever walk into a room and just feel like you're not being recognised? Because this one will certainly do the trick. Military watches, we've got some lovely military pieces, a nice Lemania Series 3. I'm going to show you this one. Where are we? This is the Royal Navy Military Monopusher Series 3. Lovely thing, this one. Have a good look. Here we are. It's got the crow's foot there for you, the tritium mark as well, which is always a nice thing to see. These pictures are fantastic. Look at that. Nice set of syringe hands. This one comes with lots of history as well. It comes with lots of information from the guy who bought it and wore it. Charles Sterling there, with lots of sort of military regalia, and a magazine as well here for you, which the chap's actually featured in, but just the magazine itself is a very interesting read, worth having a good look at that one. So I can sit down with a cup of coffee. This is in with an estimate of 2,000 to 3,000. 1960s. At some point in its life, it's had the caseback changed to an exhibition caseback, which I know the die-hard collectors out there are going to think that shouldn't have been done, but obviously the chap wanted to see what was going on. So it's a nice, honest military watch for you there. And we will carry on.
No.
No, I can see. But Elliot can't.
Do shout me out. Do shout them out.
National. Yeah. You know,
Oh yes, yeah. Hello.
What's your skincare routine?
Oh, well, thank you, Bettina National.
Benjamin Button, it says.
Yeah, just stress will do it to you. It's what having loads of kids will do for you. Otherwise, I'm very lucky and I get looked after by my wife. She keeps me clean and healthy, and I talk about watches all day. Hello, darling, if you're watching. She's probably not. She's probably got better things to do than sit and listen to me yabber on. How about you guys at home? How are you finding watches at the moment? There's obviously a few of you out there in the watch community. Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you keeping hold of things? What's going on? Where are we? Don't go shy on me now, Bettina Nationale.
You've got a love in your work, Elliot, for Bettina.
Yeah, fantastic. Also, guys, it is Maradona Monday. If you haven't seen Bettina Nationale's posts yet, GS is buying. I think that's a great idea. I think the market at the moment is it has come back a bit. I think that urgency, there's a lot of buyer's choice out there. You can find really good deals to buy at the moment, so there's lots of good watches out there. There's also lots of good opportunities. I mean, let's face it, the short-term trading over that sort of COVID period, things were going fantastically well and prices were going up almost every day. That's dropped off, but for those of you who remember pre-2020, it's a very steady rise. These, good watches will always do well over a long period of time. And if you get to wear them in the meantime, even better. My collection is not where I want it to be. Neither's mine. But we just got to keep trying harder, GS. That's all we can do is try. Speaking of watches that are probably a really good buy for those of you that are into Pateks, have you seen this Patek Philippe Calatrava in our auction? It's a lovely watch, and the more I look at it, the more I like it. I'll pull the details up and show you for those that might have missed it. Here we are. So this is the Patek Philippe Calatrava. It's in 18 karat white gold, box and papers. It's a 2020 model. I don't think this has ever been worn. If it has, it's only been worn sort of round the house and whilst wearing slippers. That's how well this guy's looked after it. It's a lovely watch, this one. It's got the box, got the papers. It's got everything you could possibly want with it. It's got the travel case as well. And we've been looking this one up and trying to find a better value proposition. And to be honest, we can't. It's in with an estimate of 16 to 18,000. It's got this lovely black dial. Let me see if I can show you guys at home here. I think showing you these photos is probably clearer for you than me holding it up to the camera. But here you go, Instagram, because I've just realised Instagram you can't see our catalogue page, but you can join us on YouTube, where there's a lot more detail there for you. But this one here, it's got this lovely black dial with the pointer date function. Comes with the box and papers as well. I think this is a really good entry into Patek Philippe, and would sit well against any collection of Patek Philippe watches. For those of you who've got a dozen but just think one more might scratch the itch, fantastic thing. I mean, the great thing about doing these auctions every month, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is that we get so many different types of watches, from sort of higher end pieces in 10s, 20,000, Patek Philippe, Rolex. We've had some wonderful watches over the years, from mill subs, Rolex mill subs, Patek complicated sort of Nautilus pieces and other bits and bobs. But we also get a lot of watches that are sort of really good value and really affordable. Lots of vintage Amigas. I'll show you this one, Instagram. And I'll show you guys at home as well. Lots of these sort of constellations. This is lot 12 in the auction. This one is box and papers, 1974. Nice set, nice brush dial there. Automatic as well, and it's in at an estimate of sort of £600 to £800, which is a nice watch for the money. More Amigas, lots of these sort of Amiga Seamaster, these vintage pieces. I know these were really popular. You'd always see them in sort of jewelers' shop windows. This is a really nice dress watch. You know, this style on a nice leather strap. This is a crosshair dial, 1961, and this is in with an estimate of £500 to £600 only. Have a good look. There you go. For everyone on YouTube, have a good look. What else have we got here? I'm getting chucked loads of watches. Yema. This is a brand I love, and I know a few others do as well. Can you hear me, Yema fans? This one's actually lot 1 in our sale. These proved really popular. Did really well for a long time, and the prices now have settled down and show really good value for a vintage chronograph with that lovely panda dial. It's 16 to 1800. Nice vintage chronograph. Again, you know, the prices on these are really steady if you're looking at sort of an investment point of view. You know, it's got to be there, hasn't it? We've got some other really interesting pieces here. This one is something I've not seen before. This is lot 46, which is known as an Enicar cousin. So this is a cousin to the Sherpa graph. Get you the right image. There you go, guys. So this is they call it a cousin because these were manufactured in the same factory. They were put together, so they're very similar in design. I believe they also share the Valjoux 72 movement. And we've even put a link on any car 101 in the auction catalogue. That's lot 46. It's £500 to £700, but it's a watch with quite a bit of history for you on there as well. Cool, here's something you don't see every day. Lot 21. This is a Tag Heuer Carrera in an 18 karat gold case. The King Carrera, I think we should call this one. Have a good look. There we go. Here we go. Tag Heuers. What do you guys think? Catch up here with you guys. Make sure I'm reading everything. Check out, there we go. A few more people joining us over on YouTube. Everything's for sale, to answer your question. So we have, let's check out how many watches have we got in this auction. Can someone give me a quick number?
199 in the live, including parts.
So 199 lots in the live sale. Which includes a selection of vintage watch parts for those of you who are in need of a few bits and pieces. Plus we got our timed auction as well, which is approximately...
That has another 89 lots.
89 lots in there for you as well, which is not bad for a January auction, especially as we had another sale on the 3rd of January already. So this will be auction 2 and 3 this month already, so there's loads of watches always coming through the auctions. We've already got another sort of 100 or so for February, so there's lots in there. Excellent. Cartiers. Shall we go through some of these Cartier watches, seeing as they seem to be flavour of the month, or well, flavour of 2023 really. We've always got lots of Cartiers in the auction. I'm going to show you here just some of what we've got. I've got in my hands lot 133. Where I just hold it up to the camera. This is the Cartier Santos date. This one has the rarer blue Roman numerals, which you don't see very often. Stainless steel, running as well, in with an estimate of 2,200 to 2,600. Sorry Instagram, I keep forgetting you can't see. If you're wondering what I'm doing, we're running through the catalogue on YouTube, so you'll be able to see, and we can have a good talk through some of those as well. But we've always got lots of Cartier. We've got, what have we got in here? Mustard Cartier tanks. Lot 19 has quite an unusual dial on there, £300 to £600. That shows good value.
Someone wants to look at lot 180.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Yeah, we can come to that. Cartier Cougar in 18 karat gold, lot 78. We've got some Cartier clocks there for you as well. Tank Francais 2384 reference, and a diamond set Cartier Bague Noire in there as well, lot 136. Have a good look at those. We have had, what's the lot number for this one?
180.
180.
So watch for Rolex parts has asked, can you see lot 180?
Yeah, of course.
So just general condition.
So lot 180. So where are we? Just check I've got the right screen up here for you guys. So lot 180. We have quite often selections of Rolex parts come in from sort of retired watchmakers or workshops. Bits and bobs that are nice and interesting, but they're always quite useful to somebody. So lot 180 is a Polar 2 dial for a 16550.
You should see Instagram.
Instagram.
As well. Yeah.
Let me unwrap this here. So pop it on here. Where are we? Instagram. Can you see this? So it's nice, good condition. Nice patina to the numerals. YouTube's just getting a good shot of my belly button here. As you can see it there, I'll show you guys as well. But you can see lots of images online. Pass me an eyeglass, would you, Tom? So we've got the manufacturer markings on the back. Always worth having a good look.
I say thank you.
Yeah, there's. Yeah, their hour markers have started to turn a sort of a nice creamy colour. The dial's in good overall condition as well, which is a nice thing to see. Nice dial, this one. We can have a look at. There's some very interesting parts in here, ladies and gentlemen. If we go through, let me have a quick look for you. Again, if there's anything you want me to look at, anything you want to discuss, just shout it out in the comments. And we can have a good look at this. But if you're into parts, there's a very interesting. There's lot 170 in our sale. Is a original Rolex 6536 tropical dial. I won't get it out because it's a radium dial, and I'm terrified of radium. But there we go. Many aren't. This has got lots of images for you on the website. Here we go. So it's as original as they come. The loom is nice and original. The dial has started to turn, and it's got this lovely sort of discoloration there for you. But it's a very rare dial for a very rare watch. It's in with no reserve, as are most of the parts in the auction. So they just need to be sold. But this is a really good buy. If it can be bought well. I mean, these. If you ever needed to go and find one, you'd be looking at a significant amount of money to buy one. So from the 1950s, it's a very rare dial for a very rare watch. I mean, think of all the places you could dangle that, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll leave you to think about that one. Let's have a look through. Where are we? At some of the other bits and pieces in here. We have. In terms of Rolex parts, an Omega 861 movement. We've got some Rolex rotors, some straps, some bracelets, some other dials as well. GMT Master 1675, gilt gloss dial, a Tudor Snowflake dial is in there, an Omega Seamaster 321 Panda dial, quite unusual, hard thing to find. Rolex bracelets. 78360, always quite useful, and we've got some bezel inserts, some cases from some interesting watches as well, and lots of straps as well. We always have a few bits of jewellery at the end of the sale, ladies and gentlemen, just because you never know when you might need a diamond ring to get you out of trouble. So do have a look at those as well. Let's just have a quick look back at the comments, see if there's any questions we've missed here. I think we've covered them all on there. Obviously, I can't see your comments, Instagram. I'll have to get those shouted out. So, I think before we go, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you found this quite useful. And in the future, you know, we will do more of these live views. We'll leave this up for a few hours, but it's a nice way for you guys to meet us and put a face to the name. And if you want to reach out to us afterwards and ask any questions, you're more than welcome. For those of you who might be bidding at the auction tomorrow, we wish you all the best of luck. If you are interested in consigning, we're always on the lookout for watches to put in the sale. And otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to take me out for lunch, you are more than welcome. Have a lovely afternoon, guys. Thanks for joining us. That was fun. Yeah, we will see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Make sure you're there. You can view online. You can even watch the sale. You don't even have to bid. You can register as well. If you've got any questions, you've got until this afternoon and we'll get back to you. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic afternoon. We'll see you soon.
Shall I share the video or just discard it?